What's up, guys? It's Steak is Yummy. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you the very basics of Mace PvP. I will not be teaching shield counters in this video. The Mace is a weapon that does more damage the higher you fall from. So if I fall from high, you see I can one-shot that cow, but if I didn't fall from high, I didn't one-shot it. This is the most simple mechanic of the Mace. This is the basics of the basics. And also, I would like to mention, as you saw there, if you're in survival, when you hit an entity with the mace, you take no fall damage. It mitigates no fall damage. However, if you miss it, yeah, you take fall damage. This is a wind charge. I would like to also say that you should slash summon mannequin to practice. So with wind charges, if you just look straight at the ground and throw it, you're not going to go very high, right? It's not even going to one-shot it. That's wrong. Instead, press space and right click with the wind charge at the exact same time. Like this. That is how you correctly hit something with the mace with wind charges. This is pretty much the most simple mace mechanic I'm going to be teaching today. And now we're going to do enchantments. So, slash enchant steak is yummy is the best way to enchant. Density goes from levels 1 to 5. For example, I'm going to just use 4 here. So now I could give myself another mace, right? And I can enchant this with breach. So breach basically it removes the effect of your opponent's armor by 60% if you have the max breach level. The max breach level is breach 4. So if I hit this mannequin and it had armor, it would take a lot more damage than if it didn't, right? Well, either way, it's going to get one shot. But if it had armor, it would take more damage than if it didn't have breach. Now, density does more damage the higher that you fall from. So, if I, for example, fall on a enemy from 5 blocks without density, it's going to do less damage than if I fall on one with 5 blocks with density. Now I'm going to talk about Wind Burst. Wind Burst, when you hit your enemy, it pogo sticks you, bounce you back up. So if I spawn a bunch here, what you'll see I can do is I can chain my hits together like this. So that one's falling, and I can hit it too, and it pogo sticks me, right? Wind Burst 1 is the best for general mace, but not for pogoing your sticks. If you want to pogo stick your hits, I recommend using the max level Wind Burst 3. Next up, I'm going to be talking about elytra macing. Elytra macing is one of the most overpowered methods in all of Mace PvP, because with it, you can fly up and hit your enemy down. This is a lot better than just wind charges because it's less predictable and less dodgeable. So here's how it works. Basically, I'm going to slow the game down. I also recommend going survival and slash effect give yourself resistance infinite for 255 just so you don't die when you're practicing. You'll also need a chest plate of any type. I'm going to just use netherite because that's what you'll use in normal Mace PvP most of the time. So I'm going to slow the game down to 10 to half the speed so you guys can see how it works. First, you fly up and make sure you're at near the peak or your peak of your height. Then you take your chest plate off, put your elytra back on, and fly directly at them. Then right in the last second, unequip your elytra, so put on your chest plate, switch to your mace, and immediately hit the enemy. Here's that in faster speed. So again, fly up, swap again, fly down, switch at the last second, and hit. But what if you want to do this faster without, your enemy standing a chance to dodge? This method is a lot more complicated, but also much more worth it. It'll take maybe 2 hours to learn if you're brand new at Mace. First, you're going to need flight duration 3 rockets. These are very important, and I'll explain why in a few seconds. So, you see, in Minecraft, when you fly, also I'm going to set this back to 20, by the way, just so I can show this to you better. When you fly with a flight duration 3 rocket, you keep momentum even if you take your chest plate off and put it back on midair, right? So, you can abuse this like this. Not only did I save a firework rocket there, but also I hit them a lot faster. Now here's that in slow motion because I need some time to explain. So you fly up, chest plate on, chest plate off, and then you fly down using the momentum and then elytra mace. This is a lot better than regular macing. So that's how you learn how to elytra mace. Now I'm going to be talking about chaining your hits together with an elytra mace. For this, I like to use Windburst 2, but for normal Mace PvP, again, you'll probably want to use Windburst 1. So, what you can do is you can spawn a bunch of mannequins, right? You can also have any enchantment. I prefer density for elytra macing. So you can spawn a bunch of mannequins in like a circle or something, right? And these are going to be very useful for practice. Like, seriously, mannequins are how I learned how to use the mace. So you fly up, do a quick elytra mace, and then you can just start elytra macing normally with your already pre-gained angle and altitude. So you can all you just have to do is do a normal mace and aim, and that's just so OP in a outnumbered fight. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the Mace PvP tutorial. Like I said, this is a basics video. I'm not teaching you how to do any like shield counters or anything super complicated. I might make a more advanced one, but the thing is, I don't know a lot of shield counters. I can probably teach like stuff like attribute swapping and stuff. But here's a little bonus. I want to teach you guys how to use wind charges and ender pearls with the mace. Because what if you don't have rockets, right? You can actually use wind charges and ender pearls the same way. Throw an ender pearl and a wind charge right after each other, and it'll send you into the air. Now, fair warning, if you don't do it fast enough, you're going to miss the pearl like this. So you have to do them really fast right after each other like this. Now you get into the air. And you can also use this to gain altitude to elytra mace like this. I actually missed the mace hit here because I suck and I can't hit stuff under a tree. Well, I can, I just happen to not hit that shot. Now, these are my settings for a little bit of a more difficult trick where you wind charge up and then wind charge pearl, and you can hit it like that. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my quick video. Please like and subscribe. It's totally free and it helps me out a ton. If you want an advanced tutorial, just say in the comments and I'll give everything I know. Bye.